Donald Trump has again threatened to permanently cut U.S. funding to the World Health Organization, the only international agency that is working to help countries battle this coronavirus pandemic. Now, he says that the World Health Organization needs to commit to major substantive improvements in the next 30 days in order to prevent the U.S. from pulling funding from the agency. But he isn't very clear on what he means by that. So here's what he says. It is clear, he sent a letter to the World Health Organization. It is clear the repeated missteps by you and your organization in responding to the pandemic have been extremely costly for the world. The only way forward for the World Health Organization is if it can actually demonstrate independence from China. My administration has already started discussions with you on how to reform the organization, but action is needed quickly. We do not have time to waste, Trump concluded, adding that the United States will, quote, reconsider our membership unless unspecified improvements are made. And by the way, Trump in particular assailed the World Health Organization's stand toward China, and lists a series of allegations that the organization overlooked warning signs. The president also accused the World Health Organization of ignoring credible reports of the virus spreading in Wuhan in early December of 2019, or even earlier, including reports from the Lancet medical journal. But the Lancet actually responded to this and corrected Trump. It said that it published no report in December of 2019 referring to a virus or outbreak in Wuhan or anywhere else in China. The first reports the journal published were actually on January 24th, 2020. And actually, January 24th, 2020 is an important day to remember because that was the day that U.S. senators were briefed on the severity of coronavirus and how rapidly it was spreading. It was also the day that Donald Trump said all these wonderful things about China and the way that it responded to the virus in its own country. In a tweet, he wrote, China has been working very hard to contain the coronavirus. The United States greatly appreciates their efforts and transparency. It will all work out well. In particular, on behalf of the American people, I want to thank President Xi. And then real quick, Cenk, I just want to show the audience this compilation video of Trump showing China just how fascinated and proud he was of their response to coronavirus.
President Xi, and they're working very, very hard, and I think it's going to all work out fine. I spoke with President Xi of China, and he's working very hard on this. It's a tremendous problem, but they're very capable, and they'll get to it. I think he's doing it very professionally. I know this. President Xi loves the people of China. He loves his country, and he's doing a very good job with a very, very tough situation.
Now, if our standard for cutting off funding to an organization is if they were complimentary of China early on in the coronavirus pandemic, well, then I guess we're going to have to cut off funding to our own government. All right, whatever Donald Trump wants funded from now on, sorry, can't do it. Using the Trump standard, you praised China when they did not deserve that praise. So to give you a clearer sense of the timeline here, so the World Health Organization was too deferential to China in the beginning. That part is true. And that lasted till about January 14th. If you're thinking, wait, that's really early on. That's right. It is really early on. So afterwards, they had the latest science and accurate all throughout, meaning all of us don't have perfect science on this and perfect information on this new virus, but the World Health Organization did the best they could. So Trump, on the other hand, 10 days later, and well beyond that, continues to say, oh my God, the Chinese government is so great. Their transparency is wonderful. And by the way, if you're wondering why, it's because he was in the middle of doing a trade deal with them. And if that deal had come to fruition, he was going to brag that he's the best deal maker and that, yeah, he was tough on China and that's what led to a great deal. That's why he kept talking up the Chinese. Oh, yeah, to try to encourage them. Oh, yeah, they're great. They're wonderful. They're people are like, hey, dude, they're not reporting real numbers out of China. It's a real problem. And this virus is coming. Who cares, man? I'm going to brag about the trade deal I did. President Xi is great. Yeah. So by his own standard, way after the World Health Organization stopped doing it, he himself continued to praise China without any justification based on health grounds. So the guy's a total con man. Everybody knows it. Spare me your crocodile tears on how you're concerned that someone else got the health information wrong during this scandal. You just despise working with anyone outside of the United States because you're a xenophobe and your followers are even worse than you, and you appeal to them by saying things that are demagoguing and racist, including against China.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.